Hello, and welcome again to the day 147 of my 365 days streaming challenge. And today we are going to be focused on creating thumbnail and prepping for the Witcher 3 stream, which was supposed to happen yesterday. But due to some sort of situations, I had to cancel that plan. Basically, I didn't have my complete equipments and stuff, and even now I'm not too sure about it. And to be completely honest, and if you are watching on my gaming channel, if you're watching, sorry about that, just a little bit dirt over here. If you're watching this on my gaming channel, then you might see one thumbnail already done, which is the basic thumbnail that I made. But the thing is, I want to learn to create a little bit better thumbnails. So we'll try to do something a little bit different, or maybe try something, learn at least one or two new things about thumbnail making instead of just moving along with the current situation that is. Obviously, I won't be able to create the professional thumbnails that I want to create on this particular stream because I don't know the softwares enough to do it at the moment. But that's the plan. Basically, I would like to learn the software bit by bit until I will be proficient enough to make the thumbnails that I actually want to make, and we'll move on from there, I guess. So this is the current thumbnail. This is what I was looking for on my phone, and it is good enough, as you can see. But I had some other ideas as well which didn't work because I was using a very basic software at the moment, and we'll try to push things a little bit further, and we'll try to create different situations over here. So it won't be a little bit, it may not be too difficult, but it might also be extremely difficult. So if you're watching on my personal channel, then the title is completely different and the thumbnail is completely different. There I have only mentioned that the fact that I'm learning Affinity photo, and this would be the part 5 on that series on that channel. And yeah, that's the plan. I do have the basic thumbnails made over here using Canva, which I was using a lot in the past, and I would like to move on from here, and that's the reason I'm learning this particular software that I have. And after I purchased Affinity Photo, it was acquired by Canva itself, so technically I'm still using a Canva software, just a different one. So let me switch to the browser, I think. Yeah, so this is the best thumbnail that I have made using Canva at the moment. All of these thumbnails are made with my previous knowledge of Canva. Canva is easy, obviously. So it was easy to make this basically. It's not much. It's a title, a PNG, a background image, a lot of black gradient images, my headshot and stuff like that. But I do want to create multiple thumbnails, as you can see, and want to create different versions of it. For example, I was going to use this one because whenever you will search for the game, you will immediately see this particular photo most of the time, and that was the reason I wanted this thumbnail to work for me. And if you see over here, I was not able to remove the original logo from here so that I can position my headshot correctly. Obviously here I want the background to be extended in this area, which I could do using the AI tools as well, but I would like to try it with the Affinity photo if possible. And I did bring the light closer so the shot is overexposed. Let me reduce the ISO. It was a little bit further yesterday, and that's why I've increased the ISO. Now it's underexposed, I think, because I reduced it too much. Okay, this should be fine. So yeah, I want to extend the background from this image, or I will simply remove the background completely and then use the picture and a completely different background. But the thing is, I need to create those, and in this one I don't have anything, and it needs arrangement basically. As you can see, these are just arrangements that I've made. So I think Canva is great for starting or just making mockups for the actual thumbnail that I would like to make later on. So this is the title, this is the gradient beneath. So yeah, this is great for creating mockups and stuff. So this is the image that I'm currently using on my thumbnail, and I plan to use all of these images, probably different variations of the thumbnail. And this is the original image, by the way, which I was trying to extend in terms of the background, or I'll simply create a cutout. Maybe let's see if the cutout would look good. Yeah, maybe a cutout will look good enough, but we'll first try to use the same image. Maybe we'll try to extend this. And I did try Adobe Firefly. It didn't work well. It was, the line was clearly visible, and what I could have done is like downloaded that a particular Adobe Firefly version of the images that was created using AI, and then maybe used healing brush or something in Affinity Photo to create a seamless experience, seamless lines. I don't know what word to use. Could have hidden the lines basically. So yeah, this is the thing that I'll be doing mostly in this particular stream. I'll be creating thumbnail maybe, or at least try to, and then we will move on to write description, thumbnails, sorry, title, description, and writing text and stuff, so that when I'll stream next time, I'll stream it up with proper setup basically. If you've watched my last stream, then you know what I'm talking about, because some of my previous streams have different title, different description. For example, if you watch the DSX stream, the description still talks about Sifu because I forgot to change that. So yeah, and probably the tags as well. So I need to change those stuff, and right now I'm not doing it. And I want to start streaming Witcher 3 because I needed something that I would personally enjoy doing. Because I'm not enjoying DSX as much, and I do have some other games installed. I don't know. Wow. So yeah, I will try multiple games, and this would be probably my go-to game when I will have nothing else to play, maybe, or I have no reason to play anything else. So I guess we should start with Affinity photo now, and maybe do a Windows there. I just launched Affinity photo. Let me do a Windows there. So I'm simply creating a 1920 by 1080 image for thumbnail. Usually it's 1280 by 720, but just keep the aspect ratio, it's be fine. So this is the main area. I think whatever I will create, you won't be able to see if I'll just do the screen share, and that's why we wish to do screen share. I think let's do screen share, I guess. So this is the screen share. I don't like using a screen share because it is kind of risky to display with your personal PC, basically, because you don't know what will show up which way in which situation. You monitor the stream once and then continue. Okay, stream is good enough. First thing first, see, this is why I don't want to share the screen. I'm not sure where the file explorer will open, so let's just do the settings in for a moment. Please ignore the people. It happens to lot. So okay, it opened on the other window. It would have been fine. We do have downloaded a lot of thumbnail assets, basically background images and title. So first we will go with the default image that we usually see whenever we try to find anything about each other. Whenever we search for Witcher 3, we usually see this particular image and it has been cropped for some reason. I don't know how to paste it without being cropped. So yeah, I'm learning everything in this particular software. I'll simply delete it. Create a new pixel layer, maybe. Okay, move tool. But it's still pasting it directly as a image that would fit within the canvas would be great. So this is the original image. Arrangement. Move inside, outside. Don't know what this means. Transform. Align left. This is the left and this is the top. Then we extend it. So this is already fine in terms of image, and this is the image that you see, by the way, whenever you search for the game, and that's the reason I want to use this image, because it will be immediately uh, obvious that I'm playing Witcher 3. Let me show you. So this image is fine, and Witcher 3 is written. And this is, I believe, Siri. Because I have seen the series, so I know. Uh, Let me search. As you can see, the default image is this one, and that's why I want to create the thumbnail with this image mainly. Sorry about that. So yeah, this is the plan. I need to remove this completely without destroying the background. I don't know how to do this. I think this tool will help us. This is a recent tool, object selection tool. How this works. Okay, I'll select this probably. Okay, it is working. I only didn't know that it was working. Sorry about that. Encoding overloaded. Okay, so my OBS is definitely struggling because of the AI thing that I tried over here. Let's see what the AI will be doing over here. Okay, I have to select this before doing that, I think. Simply deleting wouldn't work. I want to create fields and stuff. What if I delete them? And then paint. I think I should have simply used the healing tool instead of this. Right? Let's try that. Go back. I think the healing tool will work fine over here. Blood selection, clone, healing brush, J. You must click Alt, click plus Alt to source submit before trying to fail. Okay. Size layer previously I selected because it was not a raster layer. Okay. So it is not as good as I guess Adobe Photoshop in terms of doing this. I think AI removal would have been a great option over here. But we'll do what we can do with this at the moment. I just need it to be decent enough. It doesn't have to like look extremely good. This should be fine because I will be using my headset over here, so it doesn't have to be extremely accurate. Now, whether I'm not looking at the view account or views or comments even, so let's just stay tuned. I'm like completely focused on the thing that I'm going and communicating with you guys. Next, we will bring in the logo. And I will keep it somewhere around here. And then finally I need my headset. Could be somewhere. I moved. Oops, yeah, found it. Now I just need to find the one that I use on a regular basis, the only decent photo that I have. This is the one, I think. Let's import it as well. I should have done the healing process later on. It would have been faster because I didn't need to hide everything, as you can see. Let's say if it will be over here, I'll tilt it a little bit because I want to use as much space as possible. And right now I'm also thinking that maybe we should have just used the Witcher image, the cutout of the Witcher, Geralt in this case, and a background from the game itself. But I haven't played it, I don't have any high quality pictures to use at the moment and no idea. And when I searched for the game, I only got these particular images that I already have, so maybe we'll capture something while playing and then try to create some sort of thumbnails with that one. So while this is okay, I'm not happy with it. Alright. Okay. I want this character to be a little bit on this particular side. So I think this is fine. We'll need to do something to highlight this particular text or logo. Maybe a gradient. We'll create some gradient over here. And I usually create gradient on top and bottom as well, even on the sides. So we'll do the gradient on a new layer. Let's say, let's start with the book. I don't even know how to create the gradient yet on this particular tool. So this is the gradient tool. No idea how this works. Okay. Fill stroke. Linear, elliptical, radial. Radial would work over here to highlight this logo, but we'll do that later because the gradient that we'll be using on the sides of the thumbnail will also help the logo to be slightly more visible. Anyway, what happened? So this is the gradient color that we can choose, I think. Okay, this is what we are doing over here. Opacity. So I do want black. I don't want the hell. I need to learn a lot. Okay, so maybe I'll go here and turn this one into a black color. Yep, it is working, guys. Not too much. I think this is enough. We'll duplicate this layer. I don't know how to do that. I need to learn the shortcut keys. So there is some sort of shortcut for this. Top gradient. V. Let me align it on top and left, then rotate it to 180. So reduce the top one a little bit. It's not looking as good because of the white color that we have. and I feel like I need to increase it a little bit. Do the same over here. Just to be on the safer side for the lights. Control D maybe. That's not necessary, by the way. I just like gradients a little bit on the sides. Kind of gives a subtle something. Can I enter the angle manually? Alignment, geometric transform. By the way, if you're thinking why it's so difficult for me to do that, that's because I use extremely fast setting for my mouse. $3600 DPI or something like that. I changed the DPI to do this, and I'm still struggling a little bit. But I don't have to be super accurate, so it should be fine. Somehow it looks a little bit better when you do this. Add gradients to the sides. Let me show you the difference. Group it. So let's call it side gradients. If I'll disable this, so this was the image, which is fine. Suddenly it looks more attractive or something like that. Although it's not fine. I think I should have used the radial one. The reason that I'm saying this is because it is collapse, kind of creating line over here. These are like creating lines over here, which I don't want. Which can be fixed easily by simply not using the gradients the way I used them. For example, this is the right one. Let's rename it to avoid confusion. For example, I can simply do this, I guess. No, this is worse. I can use the brush tool to kind of smooth it over. Or let's think about some other ideas. Okay, yes, I do think like radial gradient would make a lot of sense to do it without creating those rough edges, lines. Let's try that. G. Then we fill type, fill. Okay, I need a new pixel layer or something. We'll go at elliptical would work as well. Radial. You create a thumb. Okay. Not radial, elliptical would be the better choice. Because our image is a rectangle, not a square. So yeah, this is the gradient that we should try. Rotate, gradient, reverse. The white would be the zero transparent area. This would be the black. And I want this to be as smooth as possible. 50 is fine. Keep this like this. Extend it further. Okay, it does feel like we don't have the controls like before with this one. So we can use the brushing for extra, I guess, gradients. And I'm not sure why this white color is there. It should be completely maybe I need a extra point over here somewhere. And this would be 0 as well. Or I could have just moved that somewhere around here. Somehow I kind of prefer the previous one, even though it was creating a lot of lines. This is fine, but that was, I think, better. Let's turn it off and see this one. The lines are ugly, yes, but somehow better. What do I need to do? Let's try to figure out a way where I can smooth this gradients over here. Blur maybe. Brush size. Blur brush. I'm naming everything because I am new to this software and I don't know things about it. Okay, I don't think it is doing anything over here. It will only do things, I think, if the image below will be a rasterized image. Flow. Blend mode, do not blend mode, but associated with stabilize length, post pressure. There must be some option to kind of say the brush to use the background tool as well. Okay, I think smudge is working. The blur tool didn't work, but this seems to be working. So I just need to reduce the light. Okay, it is doing something on the edges, but not here. Okay, maybe increase the flow. Maybe the brush tool would do the same. Flow was 100%. Okay, not really. Serpent smudge is the right one, I think. Let's increase the flow a little bit. Strength. Reduce it. What about 100% flow? Reduced strength. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm just trying different things. What if I reduce the flow but increase the strength? One easier thing that I'm kind of thinking about doing to get rid of this situation that we have is to simply use the healing brush in painting. Maybe this will help. I don't know. So we do have a tool like this that we could have used to remove the logo when we are trying to do it. It's just not a good idea, even if it's not working anyway. If you have any idea, please feel free to suggest. I don't know how to give how to avoid all these lines while keeping the gradient like I want. And I did try radial gradient, which would work, but the situation is different over here. I am not liking this particular gradient design. I like this one. This is okay, but I want that gradient design that we did before. And let's say if I do above the circular gradient, we still get those lines. This is the only section where it is making this situation a lot more worse. Otherwise, it is looking good enough, I think. I'll try something out later. I should move on to something else right now, I think. Color replacement brush tool, pixel tool. I'm not sure these are. I'm just trying them. You can also paint with this, maybe, if needed. Erase background, flood erase, burn, dodge. I think this might well work. I just don't know how to use it. What happened now? It was doing something, but it's no longer doing that. Auto level, auto contrast, these are for pictures. Okay, it's doing nothing to the lines. Can I modify the gradient itself to avoid these lines? This was a group, right? How do I open the group? Did I rasterize it or somehow? It seems like it. I think I did it without knowing. It's no longer a group. for some reason. Okay, doing it directly on the image should work. I do think we can create the gradient without wasting the system. We need to figure out a way to do it. I have no idea what I've done. Pixel layer to try a new gradient. This is the gradient. I will switch to elliptical. Then I'll go with this. This would be zero opacity. And this would be 100% and black, just fine. The midpoint would be towards this piece. Now I increase the size of the gradient. This is good enough. Got deselected or something. I don't know if I can modify it again. the gradient. Okay. Now we try to get the gradient that we want. There will be a slight difference on what I'm doing. I don't think I should have like used this to change the gradient. I should have instead used the menu over here, I think. So black is okay. Let's say this is the center point. This is also fine. I just need midpoints, I think. So this should be 100% as well. This would be black as well. I'm experimenting, by the way. I'm not sure what I'm doing at the moment. Do not need extra point. We just need this one. Okay, maybe we need extra point. So this particular thing will force it. Okay, maybe we cannot do this without using this. I tried. I need to learn to do gradient a little bit better with the radial gradient and multiple points. All the time we only learn about creating gradient, and even that is not enough. And honestly, I'm not liking it, the radial gradient that we used. I would still prefer using this over that. This is still better. This. And I don't know why I cannot use, go back and edit the gradient again. That should be the option should be available. That's what I believe. It's not bad, but I also don't like it. What if I reduce the opacity for this? Doesn't matter. Still don't like it. It kind of takes away the it's definitely taking away the punchiness of the color. I don't know the words to use in terms of creation like this. Graphic designers or thumbnail designers have probably the right word to explain everything. Vibrancy, maybe, if we use the common general words. So it's taking away the vibrancy that I want. Maybe we can do the curve thing and get back those colors, but I'd rather not lose it in the first place. So let's try the gradient tool again, this time a different way. I'm learning how to create a gradient. I should have watched a tutorial, I think. I also don't remember which one is the gradient tool. Okay, this is the gradient tool. It was already selected. How do we use the gradient like this and still avoid midpoint opacity? So it needs to be 0 on this side, and on this side it needs to be black. And it looks good, as you can see. The problem happens when I duplicate the layer and try to create multiple layers of gradient. Just say this is one of them. So yeah, it forms the lines which I don't want. How do I avoid that? It's my problem over here. See this? Okay, even this is creating the line over here, as you can see. So how do we achieve that? Remove that basically. The overlapping will definitely create the line without a doubt. But even this is kind of lifting, creating a little bit of line over here, as you can see. So I think we need to do something with our gradient tool. It's not the mistake of overlapping, I think. G, right? Yeah. What up? Applied field tool. This is also G. So let's go down. What I want is the color can be anything, right? Because we are going for zero opacity anyway. And I think choosing black should avoid. Yeah, I think maybe we were doing this mistake. And even on the like radial gradient, I think I was doing this mistake probably. The midpoint is 50. I think the midpoint needs to be around 30. Am I getting it right this time? Looks like it. Let's add a new layer. I'll simply copy the previous one. Easier. Bottom gradient 2. Let's say. Spelling mistakes. It's fine. Let's rotate it. I just want to see if we will be replicating the same issue that we were facing again, or this time it won't happen. Okay, I'm not doing the thing at the moment. Quickly. Well, this is fine. Get. Okay, I think we have figured this out. Yeah. And unknowingly, actually by mistake, I kind of found a new thing that I would probably do in future thumbnails. The gradients are not perfectly aligned basically, and it's looking good. I didn't think about it. It was just lazy mistake, but it looks good, honestly. I'm not sure if I should try to align properly on all sides, but this definitely looks a bit artistic to not do it. And I think there is some way to use the numbers instead of simply doing this. I just need to learn. Transform, layer effects. I'm going as close as possible, but not trying to perfectly do it, align it. That's what I mean. Okay, I think I'm happy with this result. It was perfect 90-degree. I don't know why the line was created over there. I also didn't know that we have this guiding option. At the bottom, I'll increase a bit. In this case, the midpoint could have been more than 30%, I think. But we'll simply use this for now. Next, we need to move the logo on top. Okay, let's see, that's the reason I didn't use the brush immediately to pop up the logo, because I knew that the bottom gradient will help as well. Can use auto levels, auto contrast. Okay, maybe auto colors. But rest is useless. Auto white balance is also fine. Do you need anything else? I probably bored you guys with this stream, so I should think about ending it. This is mostly what my streams will be, by the way. I'll simply try to work, do my own work. And that's why I mention IRL, even though I'm not going out or something. Because this is what I do in my real life. So I'm not trying to capitalize in the IRL thing. This is my real life. So it is IRL stream, just within home. And I've already streamed for 1 hour 20 minutes and I didn't even realize. And this was probably a very boring stream for you guys. If you have been watching, I don't even know if you were. I want to continue, to be honest. Do a few things. Few more things. Screen share. I want to add a live icon over here. Although I don't really need to because YouTube already puts the live thing. But it helps when the live stream ends and people still come to watch. They expect edited video when they see thumbnails like this, basically. And the live icon would tell them that it was just a live stream, it is just an unedited live stream. Should I do that? If I try to create it over here, I think I can, but I've never done it. This would be red. I don't know the color code, but let's say. Don't remember actually. Yeah, I was right. So back in the day when I used to use HTML to create my websites, I used to use these hex codes basically. Stroke, I don't need stroke. Style, solid line is fine. Yeah. Width, round cap, but cap, I don't know what this joint, round joint line. Okay, corner. I do want it, but not enough to be it very obvious. I want it to be a subtle thing. 10 is fine, I think. Should also try 5. 5 is better. Sorry about this. V. Need a text tool. Call it live. Font color needs to be white. Be 30 points or something. I should keep one after creating these icons. You can also download it from the internet, obviously, but I'm just doing it to learn. There will be a text like this within it. There will be a circle. This time it will be white. Not control, shift. I like the font already. It was random, but I like it. I didn't choose the font. Real. Somehow not bold. It's looking better. I didn't think I would be able to create it this easily. I did. Live. Let's say. Somehow it's looking uglier after creating it. I think that it's the circle. You need to make it smaller. Forgot to press shift. Well, let's not waste a lot of time on this, but I did learn something, which is a good thing. I think I want to place this on this side. For a clean thumbnail, I think this is already good enough, but obviously we want to do some more things over here. Let's move this pixel layer up. Title highlight. Logo highlight would have been a better name, but you get the point. Brush tool. Size is fine. Low is 3%. I don't know if that's low, too low or good enough. Let's say 12. Color is probably the color selected over here. My dinner is ready. The brush tool I used is not a good one. This was the brush that I used when I was creating something. I don't remember now. There must be some easier way to change the brush. I think here. Yep. Dusty chalk. Needs smooth brush. Am I using the wrong tool? Basic. Rounded soft brush. That's what I want. Yeah. Let's reduce the flow. Reducing flow is not enough. Hardness. Let's reduce the hardness. It works, but I want it to be subtle. Let's increase the brush size. Yeah, this would work, I think. Subtle enough to not be noticeable immediately, but also highlighting the title. Learned a new thing. And my dinner is ready. I need to go, so I'll probably end the stream. While obviously this may not be the final maybe I should have tried modify before. I should have done this before brushing, but it's easily fixable because it's a dedicated layer. That's why I create layer for everything. Maybe you should use something like this. and maybe even bigger. Now go to highlight. Subtle but better. Okay, I think my second default thumbnail is ready. I do want to, the last thing that I wanted to do was color, increase the vibrancy of the entire image and stuff by using curve. I haven't done that ever, so it would have been something new to learn. But my dinner is ready. It's getting cold, so I need to go. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Means a lot. Please make sure to subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, and make sure to follow me on Twitch. I need 50 followers over there so that I can enable affiliate monetize, so that I can enable, so that I can stream on a regular basis, or just buy something from my affiliate link. That would also help. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe, follow, like, whatever. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.